A former president of Ukraine has warned the country is on the brink of civil war, despite further concessions offered to demonstrators by the government. Last night, the Ukrainian parliament passed a law giving amnesty to people detained over the past 2 months of unrest. But it will only come into force after other protesters leave government buildings they've occupied in recent days. Our chief correspondent, Stuart Ramsey, is in the capital, Kiev.
It has the feel of a medieval siege. On the ramparts at Fortress Maidan, Kiev's central square, the anti-government protesters man the barricades. The blackened snow and gnarled, burnt-out vehicles mark the line between the protesters and the riot police. It's a standoff, and neither side is moving. On the square itself, the foot soldiers of this protest movement, armed with wooden batons and metal rods, march to their positions. It's incredibly well organised. A civilian army determined to hold their ground. All society is represented here, young and old, the poor and the wealthy. They're living in a tented town surrounded by ice walls and lookout posts. In Parliament, Ukraine's first post-independence president, Leonid Kravchuk, warned that the country is on the brink of civil war.
The situation is frankly very dramatic. All the world acknowledges, and Ukraine acknowledges, that the state is on the brink of civil war. There are parallel authorities in the country, and there is a de facto uprising.
From President Obama to the European Union, indeed, a delegation's here as well. Pressure is being applied for political compromise, but it's proving difficult.
In the end, this solution has to be found that's going to help the country move forward, and it needs to be a political process that is engaged in quickly and properly by everyone. I've not had anyone today say that's not the case. It needs to happen, and the responsibility is inevitably going to fall on government to be able to do that as quickly as possible.
There is a sense here that history is in the making, a momentous episode chronicled in oils. The painting isn't complete yet. The final picture is still unclear. After the recent violence, though, there are at least talks taking place. But so far, that is all it is.
Whatever direction the negotiations take, the simple fact is that the front lines haven't moved 1 inch. And these people who are manning the barricades are in no mood for any type of compromise. They say this will only come to an end, they'll only leave when the president leaves office.
So the occupation of the very heart of Kiev goes on. The freezing temperatures ignored by the burning desire of these people to change Ukraine's political direction. The stakes couldn't be higher. Stuart Ramsey, Sky News.